You guys, it is time to party because it is a very special day. I feel like I should have brought props, balloons, streamers, whatever you have at parties, because today we are celebrating the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary. And you know, me and Marian feast days, we're like this. And how lucky are we to be living in such a time as this, because all things considered, the dogma of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary is still relatively new. On November 1st, 1950, Pope Pius XII declared, "We pronounce, declare, and define it to be a divinely revealed dogma that the Immaculate Mother of God, the Ever Virgin Mary, having completed the course of her earthly life, was assumed body and soul to heavenly glory." And so although this dogma didn't really hit the scene until 1950, the belief that the Blessed Mother was assumed into heaven has long been held and revered for many reasons, including the fact that there are no relics of Mary. You can visit her tomb in Jerusalem, which is empty. I mean, empty tombs seem to be a big thing in that family, if you know what I mean. And you know, it really just adds up. Mary, who we believe to be full of grace, not marked by the stain of original sin, would most likely not suffer all the consequences of original sin, such as the decomposition of her body following her death. And before we get too deep, too theological, I want to encourage you that you don't have to be super knowledgeable or well-versed in dogma and church teaching to have faith in the Assumption. This event, this celebration, is not an intellectual one. In fact, John Paul II commonly referred to the Assumption as an event of love. And that's what it is, and that's what I want to zero in on today. The fact that when the Blessed Mother was assumed into heaven, her deepest longing, her deepest desire to be reunited with her son Jesus was fulfilled, never to be broken again. But all of this was a mutual exchange. Mary couldn't ascend to heaven like her son Jesus by her own power. She was assumed by the love of her son into heaven, because that's something she couldn't do on her own. Only Jesus could ascend directly to heaven. But she was brought to heaven by her son, by the Father, to join them in the glory of eternal life. And friends, just like our Blessed Mother, you and I cannot make that ascent to eternal life on our own, by our own means. And so I think it's so beautiful that the Assumption of the Blessed Mother is a holy day of obligation, that the church requires us to receive the gift of the Eucharist on this day, to be united with the joy of the Blessed Mother in receiving her son, in being united with her son. That is the gift that you and I get to receive every time we go to Mass through the Eucharist. That is Jesus coming to us. And so today, as you ponder the mystery of the Assumption, as you behold the glory of God, I want to invite you into the reality that Jesus is coming to you in the Eucharist, that we share in our hearts, whether we recognize it or not, the same desire as the Blessed Mother, the ultimate longing to be with Jesus. And this longing is the only thing that can satisfy us. To me, the Assumption doesn't mark an end to the Blessed Mother's earthly life, but the fulfillment of every yes that she gave here on earth. The culmination of her life of faith led to her great reward of eternal life, of union with her son, the truest form of intimacy with Jesus. When she assumed into heaven, she was closer to Jesus than she's ever been. So as we receive the Eucharist, let us do so with the faith that this is a union that will not be broken, that Jesus Christ is coming to us, that we can receive him, that we can receive his intimate love through the Eucharist, so profound that he comes to dwell within us. And know that this isn't just some routine, some part of the Mass, some obligation that we have to fulfill, but this is an event of love, a reunion with the divine, the beginning of our fulfillment. Jesus Christ is our beginning, middle, and end. And the Blessed Mother is the ultimate example of that. So may our faith with the intercession of the Blessed Mother grow infinitely today as we are invited into this mystery, into this celebration. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. and He is with you, my friend. See you next time.